A decision has come in from the United States, and this is a big decision that is going to affect all Afghan nationals. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services making a confirmation that effective immediately the processing of all immigration requests relating to Afghan nationals is stopped indefinitely pending further review of security and vetting protocols. The protection and safety of our homeland, of the American people, remains our singular focus and mission. So this means that for the Afghan nationals, any immigration request has been stopped immediately after this shooting incident. So Srinjoy, US taking immediate steps, and we're seeing the immediate fallout with the decision coming in that all immigration requests of the Afghan nationals has been put on hold for now.
Yes, no Afghan will be allowed in. No Afghan will be allowed to emigrate to the United States right now. So that is a clear decision that has come after this attack on the two National Guardsmen right in front of the White House on 1600 Penn Avenue. So very clearly, this is a clear decision taken by the Americans. Now, of course, we will have to see who this man is. Who is Lakhanwal? What is his background? How did he get to America? What made him get on that flight to America? So all of these things have to be found out. Also, what is he a part of? Is he working alone? Is he a lone wolf? Or is he part of, let's say, Al-Qaeda or ISIS? All of this will have to be worked out because it is imperative. Because if he is part of another organization, then this could be just one attack out of many that have been planned. So all of this, the American authorities will have to find out.
All right, so we have more details coming in. Srinjoy, do stay with us. Let's break down everything that we know about the attack as of now. This is just a few hundred meters away from the White House. The Afghan national Rahmatullah allegedly walked up to the on-duty National Guard troops and opened fire. The attack was sudden, described as an ambush, and both guardsmen suffered critical gunshot injuries. They were rushed to the hospitals and remain in serious condition. Security personnel immediately counterfired, shooting him multiple times before taking him into custody. He is now hospitalized with injuries not considered life-threatening. The FBI, Homeland Security and local police are jointly investigating this shooting.
At approximately 2:15 this afternoon, members of the D.C. National Guard were on high visibility patrols in the area of 17th and I Street Northwest when a suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm, and discharged it at the National Guard members. The National Guard members, there were other members that were in the area. They were able to, after some back and forth, able to subdue the individual and bring him into custody. Within moments, members of law enforcement in the area were also able to assist and bring that individual into the custody.
We're here to brief you on the tragic events that happened today at approximately 2:15 local time in Washington, D.C., where two of our brave members of the National Guard and the Department of War were brazenly attacked in a horrendous act of violence. They were shot. They're in critical condition. As you can see behind me, we have assembled the full force of both the federal and state and local law enforcement agencies to bring bear all of our resources to make sure we find the perpetrators responsible for this heinous act. And make no mistake, they will be brought to justice. Since this is an assault on a federal law enforcement officer, this will be treated at the federal level as an assault on a federal law enforcement officer. The FBI will lead out on that mission with our interagency partners to include the Department of Homeland Security, Secret Service, ATF, DEA, and we're thankful for the mayor's assistance in this matter, the Metropolitan Police Department and their skills in investigating homicides and gun shootings in this city is exceptional. We will work together collaboratively because this is a matter of national security, because this is a matter of pride. President Trump has been informed. We've been in contact with the White House. We will shortchange the American public with no resources to make sure we find and safeguard our nation's capital right here in Washington, D.C., and bring anyone responsible for this heinous act of violence to justice. I would lastly like to add to the American public and the world, please send your prayers to those brave warriors who are in critical condition and their families. They are here serving our country. They are here protecting everyday Americans and citizens around the world in our nation's capital. They are the heroes of this day, and we must remember them on this day and every day, and their families and the sacrifice they have made. I will now turn it over to Chief Carroll of the Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you.
Myself and my team were notified that 2 National Guardsmen have been shot in Washington, D.C., critically wounded. The shooter shot in a cowardly, dastardly act targeting the best of America. Heroes willing to serve in Washington, D.C., serve for people they don't know and they've never met because they love their country and their capital and their community. They were willing to do dangerous things others were not because they love their fellow Americans. Someone decided to turn that into targeting National Guardsmen. That will only stiffen our resolve. We will never back down. We will secure our capital. We will secure our cities. In fact, this happened just steps away from the White House. It will not stand. And that's why President Trump has asked me, and I will ask the Secretary of the Army to the National Guard, to add 500 additional troops, National Guardsmen, to Washington, D.C. This will only stiffen our resolve to ensure that we make Washington, D.C. safe and beautiful. The drop in crime has been historic. The increase in safety and security has been historic. But if criminals want to conduct things like this, violence against America's best, we will never back down. President Trump will never back down. That's why the American people elected him. America and our warriors, our National Guardsmen, are strong. And so we're following this very closely. We're getting information rapidly. And I mentioned the faith of this country, the Christian faith, the prayers. I would ask for prayers for our National Guardsmen. Excuse me, Mr. Appeals to heaven for our National Guardsmen, for their families, on bended knee as a War Department, as a nation.
Excuse me.
We will never back down.
Excuse
we think about them right now.
Venezuela.
We had a couple of great, productive meetings with the President and Minister of Defense here, where we are dedicated to the counter-cartel effort here. Criminality knows no boundaries, whether it's the United States of America and Washington, D.C., or it's the Caribbean and the Western Hemisphere. We are going to go after narco-terrorists. It will not stand. Our borders will be secure, whether it's the Dominican Republic or the United States of America, and we look forward to working with our partners to make it happen. You know, President Trump believes in a clear principle: peace through strength. You get peace by being strong. And if you're a narco-terrorist who wants to bring drugs to the United States of America, we will find you, we will fix you, and we will finish you, because we have all the rights in the world. We've got lots of attorneys and lots of intel analysts, and we know exactly who we're targeting and why. If you're involved in that conduct, we will kill you. It's that deadly serious because of the poison that has made its way into the American public for far too long. President Trump is serious about it. We're serious about it. And we're proud to be working with the Dominican Republic and other countries very serious about ensuring that cartels don't set the agenda. We do.
So the investigations continue, but let's shift our attention now to